Well, good evening, buddy. Everybody, excuse me. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Somebody from my Discord, which is a free Discord, you can join it, click the pinned comment below, found a very hilarious clip from the latest Tesla earnings call. And what I'm about to present to you, ladies and gentlemen, is undeniable proof that all Elon Musk does is lie and lie and lie. And the people, the American people, and dorks around the world worship him. They treat him as a god because he lies. Because in America, if you sell lies and degeneracy, if you have a lot of money, you are worshiped as a god and you can say whatever you want and make as many false promises as you want. So let's go ahead and listen to a very interesting clip from the Q2 2025 Tesla earnings call. And then we're going to watch a clip from Bloomberg. Okay. Now, keep in mind the timestamps. Keep in mind the timestamps. Let's go check it out. So here we have Tesla's second quarter 2025 financial results. And of course, they were absolutely abysmal. They were garbage. They were awful. Did the stock collapse? Of course not, because Elon Musk has sold you a lie about the future. And people believe his lies, and they price in insane profit growth and performance for this company into the future, but it never comes to fruition. Now, I remember people talking about this Dojo supercomputer. There was this amazing Dojo thing that Elon Musk and Tesla were doing, and this was, of course, a huge bull case for Tesla. So on this earnings call, an analyst, basically an accounting washout, had a question for Elon Musk. So let's see what the analyst said. Let's hear Elon's answer, and then let's watch the next clip.
Great. The next question is, can you give an update on Dojo, and could XAI be a customer for Dojo?
So, of course, there's a pregnant pause because Elon Musk knows what's actually happening with Dojo. He knows, and you're going to find out very soon what happened to Dojo. He knows the truth. So he had to pause for a second to develop a lie. He had to pause to think of a fib. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I was taught that lying is wrong, that deception is wrong. I thought that was a basic principle of human decency, that you didn't lie to people for personal gain or profit. I was wrong.
Dojo 2, we expect to have Dojo 2 operating in scale sometime next year.
Oh, the classic Elon Musk. It's going to be operating sometime next year. I've never heard that from Elon before. Just guys, I'm going to tokenize my YouTube channel, and the valuation is going to be 100x revenue of my channel, because next year my channel is going to go up by 1 billion subscribers. Trust me, next year.
With scale being somewhere around 100K H100 equivalents. And then AI5, which is really a spectacular chip. I don't use those words lightly. Spectacular chip. The AI5 chip will hopefully be in volume production around the end of next year.
Oh, the end of next year, AI5. Everything's next year. Isn't that funny? Okay, so this was 3 weeks ago. The analyst asked him 3 weeks ago, what's the status of Dojo? Is it going to be a customer of XAI or whatever? Okay, that was 3 weeks ago. Oh, but wait, we got some new news here. Look at this. 6 days ago. You don't think Elon knew this was coming? Blatantly lying? No, he wouldn't do that. He's a great guy. He's rich. How dare you, Christopher, question a man that has more money than you? Tesla disbands Dojo supercomputer team. Wow.
What do you make of this move away from making its own hardware in the AI chip space? I mean, it's definitely a setback because Tesla.
It's definitely a setback, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to fluff Elon Musk.
Is this an Elon shill? I've never heard of this dude in my life.
Tesla, of course, somewhat famously likes to make everything. That's kind of Elon Musk's whole thing. He's tried to make a vertically integrated auto manufacturer that makes Tesla very unusual, and also has been trying, obviously desperately to pivot towards AI.
Yes, he's trying to pivot towards AI because Elon Musk is a genius marketer. He knows how to pump the valuation of his companies by making huge promises in the future. And all he has to do is convince the market and the morons that his dream is going to become a reality. And if people believe that his grandiose promises are going to become a reality, they will give him lots of money in the expectation of future profits. That boosts the stock price of Tesla as people pile in, and that enhances Elon's personal wealth. When Tesla stock goes up massively based on his lies and manipulations, which we just heard, I don't know how you can say that wasn't a lie. 3 weeks ago, he said Dojo was coming out next year. Everything was going to be hunky-dory next year. And then 2 weeks later, suddenly the Dojo team is disbanded. What? Really? All he has to do is lie, and he can use Tesla stock as his personal piggy bank to do whatever he wants. And you morons are the ones that he's selling his shares to. And you are the one that's going to get cooked in the long run. But, I'm just a hater.
So this is a setback. I will say it's a setback that I think people saw coming to some extent. In 2024, during an earnings call, Musk sort of started to tamp down expectations, said they were going to rely on two paths for training its AI models. One would be this Dojo thing. The other would rely on NVIDIA chips, the same very expensive chips that everyone is essentially using.
But didn't he say in the most recent call 3 weeks ago that any day now? Next year, bro? And then now it's gone? What? Are we going to call him out on that?
To train their models. So it's a setback, but I don't think it's devastating. I think what is maybe more troubling is just losing talent, right? We're in the middle of this AI talent war. Tesla historically has been very competitive. Of course, the stock, for a while was just exploding, and it has been fairly stagnant over the last couple of years. And I think you're seeing that, right? There are startups out there and these kind of very large privately held companies like OpenAI and Anthropic that are just throwing huge sums of money at developers.
Elon doesn't stand a chance. He doesn't. Tesla is a disaster. Isn't Meta offering billion-dollar pay packages for AI engineers? Well, how is Tesla going to afford that? They're barely profitable. Their sales are declining. They're losing market share everywhere. Even their amazing energy business is now showing declines in revenue year over year. I wonder how Tesla is going to be able to afford it. Well, I guess they could issue more stock. And as long as Elon can keep pumping the stock, they can issue more shares. And you morons will gladly scoop it up because that's how stupid you are.
And you're seeing Tesla clearly struggle a little bit to keep up and retain.
And Density AI now forming as a new startup to take on the world of hardware and AI. Max, briefly, Elon responded saying it doesn't make sense to have two different avenues for chips, and A15 and A16 they're going to continue with. But more broadly, this was thinking of the way it set itself apart for the future of supercomputing, being vertically integrated. Morgan Stanley thought it would be $500 billion added to the market cap.
Yeah, and all those estimates, of course, look silly, and I think you have to ask yourself. There are lots of estimates like that around Tesla and its AI.
Oh yes, there are a lot of estimates based on the lies of Elon Musk. Did you not just hear him lie about Dojo? Maybe he's lying about everything else. You stupid idiots.
Ambitions, few of which are really realized yet. And it does make you wonder, should we revisit some of those other assumptions? People talking about valuations in the trillions. One
giant fraud. one apocalyptic level of fraud. Astronomical. You can't even conceive of the fraud. It hurts my brain to even try to calculate how much of a fraud Elon Musk is and a liar. And you worship him for it.
Look, Elon Musk said this was a moonshot. I think it was kind of a moonshot because the truth is NVIDIA dominates this market, the market for training chips. And Elon Musk took a crack, but wasn't able to get there.
And he lied about it on his earnings call. All right, let's do some comments and we'll move on to the next. So what do you guys think? Is it a big deal that Elon Musk lied? Is that a problem? I guess it doesn't matter. Haha, the background is classic. Thank you very much, good sir. I'm only doing member comments, by the way. You need to do a dedicated video for all the wages. Got to watch this with the volume turned down. Ryu. Trump lied and you voted for him. Well, better than Kamala. Release the files, strong man. Stop protecting your... I'm not holding the files, dude. I'm not hiding the file. I don't care if the files get released. I'm for it. I don't care. You think that bothers me? Yeah, Trump is a moron, okay? But we had the choice between Kamala, and Trump. Yeah, I'm going to pick Trump every time. Every single time. All right, we got somebody complaining that VT is a bad investment. It didn't go up as much as Bitcoin. Oh, if you become a member, I'll answer your comment. Ryu, what's up, Pay Pig? How you doing? Elon, my peon. Elon is the richest man in the world. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. And all he does is lie. And what I love about reality, what I love about YouTube, what I love about human nature in general, is if people are in a cult, they will always listen and believe the cult leader. Even if you show them evidence directly to their face. Look, I have incontrovertible proof that this man is a total fraud. And you break it down in precise detail. They will still not believe you. They will laugh at you and mock you. That's how insane human beings can become when they are members of a cult. And it's freaking terrifying. I have learned a lot about human nature on YouTube, and my opinion of human nature is in the freaking gutter. The absolute gutter. Jesus. He's the richest man in the world. Oh, Gil, here we go. We got to call people out. What qualifications does Cash Flow Kings have over Amit or Jeremy to charge for deep dives and stock recommendations? Here's the difference. Some people lie about their performance. Some people manipulate for personal profit. If you want to pick stocks, that is purely your choice. You can pick stocks. I don't think you should do that. I think you should keep that to a small part of your portfolio, personally. But my issue is when people lie. They do dirty, stinking lies. Like Jeremy, perfect example. Has massively underperformed the market over his lifetime. Fact. I've proved it over and over again. But he has manipulated and deceived, used deception to convince people that he can outperform the market. That is called lying, and lying is not good. We just covered that in this video with Elon Musk lying about Dojo. I don't like lies. All I see everywhere in this world are lies. Everything is fake and a lie, and it disgusts me. It disturbs me. I want to live in a world of truth where we confront the truth no matter how inconvenient it is. Lying is slavery. That's how people get trapped into mental prisons, because they speak lies, but they know that they're lies, but they continue to speak the lies because they're scared of the consequences of saying the truth. That's slavery. That's mental slavery. Gil, you calm today, bro? You went all schizo yesterday. Amit doesn't charge anything, by the way, but he is an evil grifter, according to you. He is a grifter. Look, I'm not gonna convince you in every single video. Like, look, follow Amit, follow all the clowns. I don't care, Gil. I don't care. I don't care, dude. Either you listen to me or you listen to them. I don't care. I can't convince everybody. I cannot convince everybody. You're either fall for the lies or you accept the truth. That's it. Okay. I don't need to repeat in every single video why I think Amit is a grifter. I've made enough videos about Amit. Do I need to explain why I like VT? I've only done that 1,000 times. Never mind. Amit has a better track record than Cashflow Kings and Public, too. How do you know that? Honestly, how do you know that? How do you know what he's actually doing? Why so Bluetooth? Nice attempt at character assassination and trying to unarm someone exposing you. Liberal morons #1 method. Jeremy lost $3 million on tattooed chef's sweaty nutsack. You sure didn't vote that way, strong man. No, I voted out of pure practicality. Pure practicality. And I call out Trump all the time. I think a lot of stuff he's doing is stupid. But I also like some of the stuff he's doing. In politics, you're not going to get the full package. It's a winner-take-all system. The entire nation chooses between two people. That person that you vote for is not going to have every single thing that you agree with. That's impossible. Okay, that's not how our political system works. You have to choose somebody. And yes, I'd rather have Trump than Kamala any freaking day of the week. I would vote for him again if I had to do it again. Gil, I asked a question, but you keep dissing strongman over nonsense. I don't know what Gil's thing is, man. I don't know. I agree Amit is a clown. What I'm saying is if Amit is evil, then Cashflow Kings is no. It's whether they lie. That's the difference. You don't know what Amit's doing. He doesn't publicly disclose his portfolio. You have no idea what Amit is doing. Evil 2, they don't have qualifications to sell what they are giving. All right, well, that was a good video. Anyway, Elon Musk is a lying piece of garbage. I got one more video today, and then, well, maybe I'll do 3. I don't freaking know. But thank you for all the members for your continued support of the channel. If you want me to answer your comments, you got to become a member. I'm sorry. You want to get mad about it? You want to get mad about it? Sue me. I'd rather have Chuck Norris for president. Strongman is the true slayer. No, clearly Scott Schaefer is the true grifter slayer.
A coffee strong man.
All right, guys. See you in a second.